supposed to let it play all the way.
Hello there.
Hey, I'm actor Chris Bartlett from The Mandalorian.
No, there he goes. All right. If in case anybody's watching, Spencer is driving, and we are very live. It says up in the corner, live, up above Dave.
Right there. 40 seconds in. 2 people watching.
In the other corner, it says end broadcast. That means we're live also. Anyways.
Hi.
Yep, there we go.
I could not even see the. I couldn't see the countdown, so I apologize about
really?
that. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I guess. Okay.
All right.
Welcome to the Virtual Cantina Network. Welcome to another watch along. I'm Spencer. I'm your host, and I'm learning how to produce. It's my first day, so go easy on me. Welcome. We appreciate you all being here. I am here with, first off, Jeff. Jeff, how are you, sir?
Good. Makes me feel better about my producing skills. Uh-oh, do we get... There we go.
Well, what can I tell you? I mean, this is my first time, so let me be.
It's all good.
So yeah, we're glad that you're here, and also we have Dave. Dave, how are you?
I am doing well this evening. We're just having all kinds of fun back here.
Ashley's watching.
Yeah, at my expense, but it happens. I get it. Hello, Ashley. Hello there. So first and foremost, I want to give a great congratulations
at your expense ever before.
That never happens.
Never done that.
So anyway, back on brand, I want to give a quick shout out to the Daughters of the Galaxy. Last night was the debut episode with Jamie and with Ashley. And Dave, why don't you give a little bit of analytics? Let the crowd know what they want to hear.
So I haven't looked at analytics in actually a couple of hours now, but as of middle of the day today, Daughters of the Galaxy was probably our second most live watched show. And did that in like the first 12 hours or so. Top 5 for like at least the last year. So Daughters is like blowing up and it's got tons of views and tons more views coming in. I think I was just getting ready to pull up those analytics right now as well and take a look at where our views are as of now. So yeah. See, it's very fortuitous, right? Right now we're at, sitting in the number of Order 66 views.
Nice.
But that's just the YouTube. And it is a great show, really fun to watch. So thanks for all of those involved in producing that.
I had to leave early, but what I watched was excellent. Yes, awesome show, Sherry, definitely.
Well, and thanks for those, Sherry. Thank you and all the other people that were participating in the comments. There was a huge vast audience participation last night, and that was great.
I was surprised at how many comments I saw in the aftermath of the post.
Well, we had a great lineup. I was watching on YouTube on my television and doing commenting on my phone. So it was nice to see, numbers were there. So it was pretty nice and overall. And seriously, congratulations to the girls. It was an incredible show. Looking forward to the next one. But we got a lot of really good stuff going on here at the Virtual Cantina. First and foremost, don't forget that you can get your official Virtual Cantina baseball jerseys, plural, that we have extended the time into the end of July. So more opportunities for people to buy the jerseys. You can get both jerseys, light side and dark side, for $150. And that's shipped in the United States with your name and a number on the back. So it's a pretty pretty good deal. But also, we have an incredible TeePublic store going on right now where you can purchase our brand new Pride Month shirts, including our Rookie Pride shirt, which is our favorite. However, we also have some incredible ones, including Rebels Pride, which is a really, really great panel, band, and all that jazz. Sorry, I'm trying to do 5 things at once right now. Squirrel. But yes, please look at that. Just trying to figure out how do we put the.
Oh, that's in the wrong place. I didn't like what I did.
Dang it. Don't do that.
So if you wanted to know where we are.
You could use it as an overlay if you bring it in like
me
that.
Or Dave?
That was me.
Spencer's having Spencer problems.
So
it seems.
here it was. So yes, so if you want to go there, right?
On my end.
But anywho, that's our TeePublic store. Please check that out. But it's been great. We got, besides all the things we got the date for Ahsoka, and we are going to be getting Ahsoka on August the 23rd, which is great. Wednesday. It's a week before we got announced. So there'll be some altering, but we got incredible programming planned for the Summer Snips. Hey, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So Summer Snips is going to be our Ahsoka kind of crossover for the whole network. We're going to have stuff starting next week, and we're going to have it here on the Watch-Along. We're going to have it on Rebels Revisited. We're going to have stuff on Daughters and Jedi Archives and over on the Unifying Force. And all of these things are, if you are not as familiar with the Star Wars animated content, which is where Ahsoka lives mostly to this point, we're going to bring you in with a lot of those different things and then bring you up to where she appears in live action and get you kind of up to speed on the history of Snips, the history of why is she called Snips. Some of you may not know that. Why is it the Summer of Snips? We're going to hit you with all that content and get you ready to watch August 23rd, the new Ahsoka show.
We're all very excited about that, and a great summer of Snips. A lot of great surprises, a lot of great stuff going on around there. But please, make sure that you are on the YouTubes, on our VCN. Hit that bell, Dank Ferrick. You kiss your mother with that mouth. And make sure that you hit that bell, subscribe. Got some great stuff coming on. I'm very excited once again. For everything that we're doing here at the VCN. Also, don't forget that we have some incredible meetups coming up at several Comic-Cons, including the Superhero Con down the Alamo. So watch out for Pee-wee's bike. He's still looking for it.
It's in the basement. It's in the basement.
It's going to keep
our great members, Matt Freds and Kyle Teslov, are running a up at a bar next to the Alamo. So make sure to on that. We're also planning meetups at Fan Expo Boston, as well as Rhode Island Comic Con. Rhode Island Comic Con's meetup is usually our second biggest of the year, if there's a celebration that year. We're also boxing talks right now for San Diego. We have had some other people reach out in the last day or so about other meetups. So if you have an idea for one, reach out to us. We appreciate it. We love to see you at any of our events. But also don't forget about our incredible social media. As you can see on the ticker below, we have a cornucopia, a plethora, wheel.
We're all good word right there.
Yes, of different social media accounts that you can go and take a look at and look-see, if you will. And if you like that, join us. We have a great community. I want to give a great shout-out to our marketing team, especially our Insta-Twits right now, that Scooby and Bryce are firing on all cylinders currently. Very proud of them. great job with everything that they're doing to advertise everything that's going on right there. But I also want to give another shout out. Alex, you are not the only person watching right now. There's other people watching actually on their Virtual Cantina Facebook page. But we thank you very much for watching over on the VCN. So thank you. We appreciate that.
Keeps popping that up.
Yeah,
we're battling over showing and not showing the graphic.
Yeah, there are multiple ways to watch us, Alex. Just because you're the only one over on the YouTube channel, doesn't mean there's not a number of people in over on Facebook.
And you might just be the only one chatting.
Well, we have correct another episode of the Unifying Force coming up this Sunday. Dave, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So Unifying Force is, since it is every other Sunday, we're a little bit behind it in the how like brand new the topic is, but we're going to discuss the May anniversaries of Star Wars. Anniversary 40th of Return of the Jedi, near and dear to my heart, my Ewok heart.
Same day as 46th of A New Hope.
Exactly, and those are the other anniversaries that we're talking about. We're talking about A New Hope anniversary, Return of the Jedi anniversary, and Solo as well. So we're discussing all of those things and what they've meant as a part of Star Wars culture, lore, and history. So check us out over there on the Unifying Force. That episode will drop Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is what? 8 a.m. Pacific, and 4, possibly 5 in the UK. Not sure.
Ish.
Ish.
We live in the ish here on the VCN.
We're full of
ish. Know that. We're full of ish.
That is the truth.
That's a new shirt.
Oh God. We have been overlooking so many new shirt options that I
have an entire page down
here.
Yeah,
you've been writing them down.
Come on, I came up with the one fast last night, but you guys.
Why am I frightened of this one? No, but I also want to plug.
I don't know.
So we're planning our family vacation, which is going to be in July of 2024, as we are going back to Cali. We got some incredible plans. But I am proud to announce that July the 30th of 2023, I am going to do a special news desk, a fantastic vacation news desk, talking about what we are going to do in California. What was that? Fantastical. It's
that too.
Yes, it's fantabularific. How's that?
That's it. Perfect.
That's great.
So we hope you'll join us. We got some incredible plans for this trip that you are not going to want to miss. It's going to be the ultimate Star Wars trip up and down the coast. And there's going to be opportunities for so many things that you're just going to be tickled pink doing. But we're not here about to talk about that. We are watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi panel from Celebration from London this past year. Now, Jeff, how would they be able to watch this panel?
Well, there's a QR code down below Dave over there. And that QR code will take you directly to the YouTube page. And that will allow you to watch along with us. It's about an hour long, 50 some odd minutes. And it has Ewan having fun with some other Obi-Wans and a few other members of the cast. It looked like it was, I don't know if I've watched the entire thing, but
I haven't watched the entire thing. I'm going to be watching it with everybody.
Basically them talking about the show since it's, a year old at this point.
So I know that, I wasn't in the crowd, but I know that the governor and April were there and they had an absolute blast with it and said it was absolutely a fantastic panel. I've watched it before and I loved it, so I'm very excited to. How do we scan if we're using our phones to watch? Well, if you go to Star Wars YouTube page, it is listed right there.
Yeah, just that's what I did. You just go to the YouTube page, click on videos, and scroll down a little bit, and it's in some of the newer content. It's only 2 panels, or it's the second oldest panel, let's say, from full panel from Celebration. So look for videos that are 50 some odd minutes long, and that's one of them. Anyways, I was trying to load this graphic while you were talking about the family vacation.
Oh, that was exactly what I was doing over here, but I got distracted.
But since we're moved on, let's go back to this. Spencer and
Yeah, so very excited about everything that's going on over here at the VCN. Excited about Ahsoka. Excited about the fact that we got some great movies coming out soon. Next week is The Flash, so I just bought my tickets. Did you guys buy your tickets here for The Flash?
I don't buy tickets that far in advance. I'm like a fly at the seat of my pants kind of theater goer.
I like to jump on my.
To see your pants con goer. I mean,
there you go. That too. Autograph grabber. I like to grab them when they go on sale and then decide later if I actually want that viewing or not. And sometimes I'll switch it up, but I'll usually at least get a ticket and when they go on sale, and then decide as it gets closer. So I have a ticket for the 16th. I think that's Saturday. And where is it? I don't know. Anyways, whatever day it is, I have a ticket for that day. I saw Transformers last night for a preview. The best part of that movie was the free poster and patch they gave us.
I saw some really cool things today. Somebody were getting like Optimus Prime popcorn buckets.
Oh wow, I don't know if they had those, but it was an interesting movie. It wasn't exactly like what I had kind of envisioned. I was leaning more towards one thing, and it was a little bit more leading up to something else. So some people will really enjoy that fact, but I love the introduction of the Beast Wars characters. I forget what they're called. There's so many different versions of Transformers in this movie. It's incredible. There's got to be like 5, and a couple of them I never heard of before. So it shows you that I'm truly a fake fan. But it was an okay movie. It wasn't my favorite of the franchise. It does sort of refer back to things. But The Flash, I really look forward to seeing that.
I mean, obviously, the reason why I want to go.
Aha, there you go.
The reason why I want to go to obviously see The Flash is because I have such an affinity for the '89 Batman, being the first movie that I ever went to as a kid alone. That my parents allowed me to go to. So I'm stoked about that one. But yeah, no, all good. It's a Batarang.
So I went to a.
I have to ask you, Dave, or
I went to a release party for the VHS of Batman '89 when it came out, and probably was '90 by that time. And at the party that I went to, they had like hanging mobile things of the Batman logo, and I still have the core Batman logo from that from.
Yeah, I have a thing from that. Is that year everything was Batman. I have like the cheesy win at the state fair, like a mirror with Batman stuff on it. So you like got the bat symbol and says like Batman '89 for sure.
Yeah, some of those mirrors were really cool back in the days at the carnival, state fair, or whatever. Anyways, I digress.
Hey Juan, how are you?
Here. I'm a professional digresser.
Yes, we're currently talking about Batman '89.
We digress quite a bit.
Yeah, that's going to be the highlight of that movie for sure.
It's the good part of the Ezra Miller Flash, we know, because
Yes, so very excited about all that. Very excited about everything else that's coming out. Obviously, Dial of Destiny. But I wanted to ask you guys: did either one of you go back and try to watch Hook to look for Carrie Fisher?
I haven't done it yet, but.
It was late. I'm sorry. It will
be it's in the queue.
It kind of reminds me of when George got inducted and Carrie inducted him in her own speech about if that wasn't him, how did I sleep with to get the job? So
okay, Juan, I love you, but I'm going to disagree that Grant Gustin is the one and true only Flash. Well, I take that back. John Wesley Shipp and Grant Gustin, not so much. Ezra Miller, I don't acknowledge in that suit.
I've heard good things, but I've have mixed feelings about him as an individual and other things. So
I already have extraordinarily mixed feelings about him as the Flash from the Justice League because just.
Oh yeah, well that's true. Yeah. He was already on screen in the role, so.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that part. I try to block that out, even though
he said Ezra was a good Flash, not the best Flash.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I again, still disagreeing.
He's picking nits.
Yes, he's picking nits. But anyway, don't forget we are going to be watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi panel. Very excited about that. We hope there will be a sequel sometime. I know that there's been a lot of news lately saying that Ewan really wants it, but with all these strikes happening, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, the writer's strike specifically is going to put a lot of stress on that kind of an option. Moving forward, at least
Well, especially because if you don't really hit and do this one again while the iron is hot, if we have to wait like 5 years for this,
you have to come around.
Little Luke is not going to be little Luke. Little Leia not going to be little Leia. I mean, it could be okay to get a 5-year from now version of them and what they're doing at that point, but
jump a little bit farther ahead in the timeline as opposed to picking up. Yeah. See that, but it's.
Well, if we're not going to get
the problem that Heroes ran into was that there was a writer's strike in right before the fourth season. Oh, Peter's here.
G'day, mate.
Good morning. I mean, I'm worried that if there's going to be a writer's strike and then an actor strike, because they voted to strike on the AFTRA site, SAG site as well. Are we going to end up watching like reruns of like Charles in Charge or something? Like, is it going to be like we're going to be like
don't you knock Scott Baio
all the time now?
Don't you get Scott Baio's name out your mouth.
I like old Scott Baio.
Listen, hey, Joni loves Scott Baio.
Joni, yeah.
Yes.
You could say that.
He does.
Joni didn't have great taste. But Chachi was related.
But yeah, anyway, we're starting the we're going to be watching the panel in about 7 minutes from now. But like I said, very excited to watch this with all of you guys. Also, as we're gearing up for anything that's going on as far as Celebration is concerned, because we're probably a good year, I would say, away from anything like meaty about Celebration 2025 in Japan. But I would probably say is that, we're getting excited because right over here, we're at the Virtual Cantina Network. We are getting very inundated with a lot of different things and have a huge plan of we're looking for, artists, we're looking for producers, we're looking for ideas for new shows. If you were to reach out to us and wanted to do a new show,
don't freeze like that. If you want to reach out to us, just
Dave?
be more cut off at the end there, Spencer.
On the internet connection. But no, the easiest way to do that is on the Facebook page. You can reach out to any one of us, any one of the mods, let them know. Or you can email.
Oh yeah, did you turn it on? Hey Spencer, go to banners.
Turn it on.
Click on.
I'm working on it right now.
Isn't it in there? Where is it?
I'm working. I can't find it.
Well, you can always add it.
Is it not there?
I thought it was. It might have got changed. If you scroll to the bottom and you click on create banner, then you can type
email Virtual
Make 'em
Cantina
work.
Network at gmail.com. Virtual Cantina Network at gmail.com. And we're always checking that, and we're in there. Let us know.
I know I created one for the other day.
We used it the other night.
Yeah.
Job openings available. There you go. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Co-hosts wanted. Is that what he's trying to say?
Personal message us. One. Do that as well. Any which way that you can do it. Send up some smoke signals.
Reach out to anybody in the Mod Squad admin team, or on the emails, or even on the socials that exist, like we posted the little thingy earlier, the ticker. This one.
Yeah.
That one.
Put us there. We're there.
Anywho. So.
Yes. It's a work in progress. We're working on it here.
There.
More comfortable than others. Okay. See, I created this one because I like capital letters, but this is the one that the boss man created right now.
And this is why you don't have more
than
one.
Too many people driving gets a little confusing. It's all good though.
Smoke signals from Colorado, maybe 10. Rocky Mountain High. I'm aware. Yes, New York. It looks ugly.
I'm thankfully far enough south. It's not really affecting me.
But yeah, I mean, here we've had some bad air quality days allegedly, but you know, the level of air quality that I've seen in a lot of places where I used to live in Wyoming, we call that August.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to get to that point in the next couple of months.
I have family. I have family in New York, and my brother's actually in New York City right now. And you know, he said it looked like Judgment Day. Well, you know,
it looks like
the Brooklyn Bridge.
It's the Shield. It's Highlander 2. The aliens are coming.
Well, it totally looks like the Blade Runner shots from
Connor McLeod is about to get re-released and get the quickening again, and yes, I went down that rabbit hole.
My dad was saying he was just looking for Huey helicopters to come over. My dad thought he was looking for Huey helicopters to come, like a Apocalypse Now. So just pretty scary stuff. But anyway, we're about 2 minutes away from the show, so please make sure that you're checking on to the YouTubes, to Star Wars.
Dave posted a link to the video in the chat.
Link is in the chat. I'll put the link again, I think.
Put the link in the YouTube as well.
I did.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe that's where.
Yeah, aren't you monitoring?
I'm not paying attention. I'm not in charge. If I was running the show,
Jeff is in charge of our days and our nights. Oh, that's our new theme song. Jeff is in charge. That's gonna be a graphic. Take the Charles in charge.
Not a T-shirt either. You need to leave now. Can I remove you from the stream? Yep.
Well, that's kind of like the same thing as Weekend at Skippy's, but you know.
Oh yeah. Well, that was fun, and will be.
That is awesome.
All right.
Branding. Yeah, I switched it. You showed Dave's, and then I showed Dave's other one. Because Dave's other one.
Dave's not here.
Dave is here. He wasn't earlier, but he is currently.
Yeah. So. Dave, I like your shirt. That was a really, really good design that you made.
It was a snazzy. This is one I have to rock. This one, even though I didn't actually get to go on the European vacation. Yeah. But this was a classic piece of imagery.
Yeah, it works on many levels. That's the benefit.
And it's still available on TeePublic. So if you want to take a look at that, go get it. There's a Father's Day sale going right now on TeePublic. But we're about that time. So let's do does everybody have the panel all queued up?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we're gonna start do a 5-second countdown in 5, 4.
You know, there was like a little countdown you could have
Play.
actually put on the screen that did that.
Yep. Anyways, we got a ticker up on the corner here. So if you come in late or didn't start, you can try to catch up roughly according to that. It's not, exact because everybody starts at a slightly different time. And to me, Spencer cut out after he said 4, I think. So the rest of the countdown, no, maybe it was 3 after he said 3. But
right now they're introducing Vivian to thunderous applause. Yay.
Yes, she.
I'll do the Wayne's World thing.
Deserves all the applause.
I think that's hilarious. What is she like wearing Rebel Scum t-shirt?
That was the biggest tease of this whole panel was if Deborah Chow and didn't announce anything else.
The kids' stuff is way cooler. Oh, it says I'm the Rebel Scum. Oh no, it says I'm the Rebellion. Oh, no,
Rebellion and then Rebel Scum.
Join the Rebellion, Rebel Scum.
There you go.
All right. Yes.
And I am telling you, I professionally teach children of this age. This is like one of the most well-spoken, precocious children on the planet.
She was the next amazing choice. I mean, obviously, it had to have been obvious to them multiple times that she was the right one as they went through the process. But yeah, she's not your average kid, I would say.
Negative.
And you
who else was also very articulate? Who else was also very articulate on stage was actually Sophia Neihart, Bryce's daughter. When she was being introduced and interviewed on stage, she was like...
It was fun. She stole the show.
She was on point. Like, it was pretty awesome.
I was, I was surprised at how, at ease it seemed she was. So
she really was. And she stole the celebration. And the only thing that fell down is we should have had her dripping with VC merch from head to toe.
Yes, next time.
That's what that's where that should have
all
been.
The cute ones get draped in.
Well, it wasn't. Well, I was the first winner of the day, and I was wearing a VCN shirt and hat.
Yeah, well,
so
I have a feeling the fix was in for that one, but it's all good.
You're there. There. Look, there's Ewan and his friend the mustache.
That was still fun.
What was the mustache for? What is he doing that he has that stash for?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Spencer, you are lagging and it's making me sad. Anyways, he's got that whole hairdo thing going that's like a 20s, 30s, or maybe 40s style. Maybe it's some sort of period piece with the mustache. Because the mustache is very specific. It's not, it could be very much like a specific kind of theme or time frame.
Jeez.
Sherry says he looks like he rolled out of bed.
Yeah, well, in the picture below you
again. Here we go. Someone from Daughters or Rebels Revisited with actual content knowledge. That's how that works. Actually,
like I know stuff and I'm going to say it. We're like, I don't know.
That is a Russian period piece. See, we're just bullshitting it. She actually has knowledge.
It seemed like it could have been a period piece, and my assumption was correct, but it was.
How do you say hello there in Russian?
No
Anybody
specifics.
in the chats?
Das vidanya. No, wait,
no, that's not it.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Chernobyl.
No, that's
the machine.
I will crush you
Oh. Estafeta Picoya. That's
if
all
I
got.
can change and you can change, we all can change.
Answer the question. Don't wait for the translation.
Okay. So, anyways, I wish they had more cast
This is like
members.
one of the only times they allowed. This was one of the only times they allowed Indira to talk.
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing. The focus is like on obviously Hayden and Ewan and Vivian.
I agree, Scoob. Vivian steals this show, and I love Ewan, but the mustache is distracting.
What I thought was interesting about Vivian here is that she's night and day from her previous Celebration appearance. When she was at Anaheim, she was very much like almost cosplaying or bounding as her character almost. You know, she was closer to that kind of look, and now she's like a kid wearing a ringer tee.
Secretive then, right? Because we didn't know how much and how big the deal was going to be with, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, she was more low key for sure. At this point, she's like the focus. So yeah, maybe she was toning that down just for the ability to sort of blend in a little bit more. I don't know.
What's like poetry? There once was a man from Nantucket.
There you go.
That's what I got.
The part that distracts me about Ewan is his striped shirt.
Do you want to get kicked off the net?
Just don't cuss too much.
A road that diverged in a wood. I took the road less traveled. I don't know. But yeah, he does. He looks like the guy from the 80s movie where the Russian submariner washes up and these kids like take him to their clubhouse or something with the striped shirt. Do you know what I'm talking about? Was it red? What was that called?
He's got that kind of that weird kind of vibe, sailor vibe.
He looks like he could be playing Inspector Clouseau.
Anybody? Lucasfilm? Are we listening? Do we have those rights? Let's go.
How is that connected to Disney? Yeah, that would be interesting. He's definitely got he's still like holding on to that sort of period vibe.
Where he's wearing
are they different venues where he's wearing the same basic outfit? She's like, I would like striped shirt and funky.
Well, if you look at Mark Hamill, it's like Mark Hamill with that green sweater that he wore at Celebration 2017. They had wore like 20 years before as well.
Mark Hamill can wear whatever the hell he wants if he shows back up at Celebration.
I'm still kicking myself for not knowing he was going to be at LA Comic Con. This had to have been more than 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and he had just been he was in a like horror movie of some sort, and he was on a panel there, and I didn't even know he was on the panel till I showed up at the con, and I got to talk to him after the panel, and because I didn't know he was there till after I showed up, I didn't have anything that would make sense for him to do anything with, and he gave me a Jedi mind trick when I asked him to sign the cheesy wristband I got from the con. It's like, you don't want me to sign that wristband. I was like, I don't want you to sign that wristband. When really I did want him to sign that wristband, and I still did.
Hey, it really worked. He did that.
But it was really weird, like the access I had to him at that point. That was right before. It was either right around the time of the Disney acquisition, or slightly maybe after, but he was in a different mode at the time, and and the access was completely different.
I need to see him. He needs to go on like a press junket for The Machine.
Oh my God, The Machine's amazing. He's amazing in The Machine. Go see The Machine if you haven't yet. If you have the opportunity, if it's playing nearby, go see it. If you like Bert Kreischer, that's great. But if you like Mark Hamill, go see The Machine. He is the second lead. He is an amazing character that's supposed to be Kreischer's dad. He plays a younger version of himself and an older version of himself, and all they did was dye his hair. But it's a fun movie. Everybody in it. It's a great action movie. It's an amazing comedy, and Mark has some of the best lines, and does some crazy stuff. He's a little bit of a dick at the beginning, I gotta say, but spoiler alert.
It's fun to see Mark in different roles. I love Mark as like the trickster.
Yeah, I mean, cock blocker is one of my favorite, or knocker, not blocker, knocker. Anyways,
cock knocker,
Freudian slip.
I don't know.
The fact that Kevin got him to do that was just amazing. Anyways.
And of course, my absolute
I
favorite
agree with you.
and my Mark Hamill autograph is Mark Hamill as the Joker in Batman the Animated Series.
There you go. Yeah, that was very much iconic. He truly made that character.
You mean you're not going to get something from Wing Commander?
Wing Commander, yeah, that's great. Too bad the game sucked.
Yes. So if you need to reach out to us, you can reach us at
Spencer
Virtual
loves
Cantina Network.
promoting.
We have a graphic for that now.
Show, get a quorum.
Your whole thing about distracting, the way Ewan is distracting Dave, was like right then when he was listening to Amy, he just had this weird expression with his mustache and everything. Look at that mustache. Look at that hair. It's like, dude, comb it. I don't know. He's obviously still channeling whatever.
He kind of looks like Thomas Dolby when
he's
audience
got throwback vibes to many different decades.
Video killed the radio star.
Yes.
First video ever played
He's
on
one of the Buggles.
MTV. Very ironic and iconic.
That too.
It was prophetic on their
You know what's good about that, Jeff?
What?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. You'll make me look at the screen. I'm like, I'm trying to watch this panel. I don't need to watch you over there.
Yeah, watching over there.
But
I think one of the things that makes this sometimes awkward is that they have to hold the mic. Don't we have lapel mics at Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah, it's interesting how different panels or whatever have, different events have different kind of rules. Because like the Paley Fest stuff that I went to, which used to be such an amazing connection to whatever show you were hoping to see stars from, and people involved in the show and hear them talk about and do different things, and now it's turned into something that's not quite the same. Anyways, I digress. But they would always come in, sit down, and a guy would come out and put the mic on them, and then the next person would come out and the guy would be there to put the mic on them, and so on down the line. And I mean, it wasn't, you just have an extra guy come out on the stage. It's not a big deal to have somebody, or they come out wearing a pack already.
Right. Is like, why can't you just, like, they're standing there off stage, is go ahead and mic them up and send them on. Thank you, Sherry, for actual content knowledge and the link to the Gentleman in Moscow. That will be something to check out. As well as Peter mentioned earlier, Vivian is in Boogeyman flick.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that a while ago, and yeah, she's pretty hardcore in that. I would like to see it for her, but I'm not a big horror fan. But horror fans, I think, will enjoy that movie. Isn't the guy that played Spot or whatever in that as well? I forget his name.
Oh, Zachary Quinto?
No. The guy that he was in some DC property is the guy with like polka dots on him.
Well, that's very different than Spock.
Oh, David.
I didn't say Spock.
Yeah, I know.
I said Spock.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, again,
I heard Spock.
Yeah, well, live long and don't hawk the trek.
Live long and suck it, Zachary Quinto.
Yeah.
No, Zachary Quinto is pretty cool. I liked him.
I like it.
Heroes,
That's
I mentioned
from the
earlier.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Ooh, I hope it's not on Paramount Plus. Because I don't have a problem with Paramount Plus, except for the fact that it sucks on my TV. It takes so much bandwidth that it's the only streaming app that just perennially will not load.
Yeah, I hate that. There's a couple that do that for me, but for the most part, they're okay.
That's why I'm not finished with frickin' season of Picard.
Oh yeah,
Paramount Plus
on 2 and 3.
Frickin' load.
Yeah,
dude. I'm waiting for you to talk about it.
I can't watch it. It won't load.
Bummer.
Use your phone.
Yeah, I know. I hate watching shows like this.
So if you want to comment and want to be part of the conversation, what you need to do is go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. No?
Yep.
And connect.
If you haven't already connected your account, definitely do that. What is that?
Good night, Pete.
Blake needs to do that. So we can see Blake in the StreamYard chat, and then we can be like, hey, look at what cool thing Blake said, and we can show it to everyone. But if Blake doesn't do that, then we can't do it. Just makes it less of an experience for everyone. Don't ruin it for everyone, Blake. All right. I'm not paying attention to the oh, I forgot to turn on the closed captioning. No wonder I'm not paying attention to the panel. There we go. Now I can see what they say.
He's like, oh, I forgot to turn the panel on.
That too. Where is it? Do we gotta, can you post the link again, Dave? I can post the link. Wow. Also, there's a QR code down below Dave you can scan. But if you're on something that's, like we the QR code is a weird thing. And also we have a timestamp above me. So if you want to find out where we are in the panel, we still got a good 40 some odd minutes to go. So, and Vivian looks so comfortable up there. It's amazing. She's like chilling in front of 4,500 people, whatever it is. Just like, whatever, I'm cool. Channeling her inner Carrie.
Oh, no, he wants a StreamYard.
Oh, the StreamYard link. Sorry. StreamYard.com/Facebook. Why isn't that in our banners? Oh, my goodness.
It used to be.
I think when Mark was in there, he might have messed with some stuff. But that is the nice thing about StreamYard is that you can add something like that very quickly. And it makes the experience that much more fun. There you go. Just go there, say you grant them permission to steal all your information and hack your account, and we're good to go. No, they won't.
Didn't Mark ask for like the last 4 of your social security number and your mom's maiden name like the other day?
Mother's maiden name, last 4 of your social security number, the little code on the back of your credit card, a couple other things. We're good.
How intelligent and analytical about Star Wars is this child? I mean, just like, can we give her own show? And I'm not talking about her own show where she plays little Leia. Just give this kid like a talking show.
Things with others. The one thing they didn't really did they address in this, that the fact that she is so slow. and that everybody who chases her is just going like barely moving, trying to chase her.
And then the panelist is just like, what?
Yeah, Amy's great as a what's it called? Host or whatever they call it. Something. Deborah's just sitting there sort of absorbing it all, chiming in here and there, but not too much. It's like the middle is where all the focus is.
I think she's she's also
particularly quiet.
Yeah.
I think Deborah is, because she only came in for this, I think that she's jet lagged.
It's very possible.
Or she was sipping out of the same drink as Billy D. Williams.
In one of the posts, the photos that was on the original graphic, she looked had like she had sort of a blank stare on her face, like she might not have been fully there.
See that right there. Ewan is just going on, and she's like, yes, keep it going. Keep going. Who does that?
She's so happy too. She's like, yeah. But I think they mentioned it on the show last night that Carrie would adore that little girl, and like I think Ashley or Jamie said she'd worship her. She is very, like you said, articulate and sort of not your average 11-year-old.
There you go, Blake got it.
Yes.
Yes. Woo. What's up, Blake?
Gore.
And yes, we watched that stream.
Yeah, I was in the room, and it was rough.
Yeah, it was weird how different that one was from the follow-up on the live stage with Kristen. I felt sorry for Ming Na and for the audience, and a little bit for Billy as well, but you know, obviously there was something going on.
Right.
But yeah, we mentioned that in the.
I'm excited to meet Vivian in Boston.
That will be exciting. Yeah, I'm about to meet Billy D in a month in Raleigh, and I really hope that he's live stage Billy D.
Yeah, not panel Billy D.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. In the States, he should. Yeah, I don't know if it will be any different at all.
I don't know. We shall find out, but I am anxious to find out.
Yeah. Of course, the closed captioning on this is right behind my newest Baby Yoda acquisition.
Ooh.
He's got
Baby Yoda and the Dark Trooper.
Yeah, I had to get that one. He's like pulling wires out. He should have a red wire too, so it could be like blue wire or red wire, like he was fixing the Razor Crest. Here we go. Deborah's back. I still have to get. They have a version of that come the little figurines of Lola and I think BD1, but I haven't found those. I've only found the ones that are Baby Yoda, Grogu. But I need to get a Lola and a BD1. I should have put a picture of Hayden in the Vader armor up somewhere so he could have the high ground over Ewan in our graphic. Too late now.
Also, if you also don't forget as well, on Variety.com right now, there's an incredible actor-on-actor interview with Hayden and Diego, and it's
That's
incredible. So
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. I've had to work the last couple days.
Real good. But speaking of like the having the high ground, I purposely on my cast piece made sure that Ewan signed above Hayden. Purposely.
Nice. And did you tell him that's why he had to be doing that?
It's like, no, sign here.
No, but I did that subconsciously because that was really funny.
That is funny, especially if you did it subconsciously. It just turned out that way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The clips. Oh,
why is John Chato not linked in StreamYard? John Chato needs to be linked in StreamYard. Is this like, was that like a cutscene or something? I don't remember that.
You mean the scene where Ewan looked younger than Hayden?
Hayden looks older than he does normally as a Padawan.
And if you want to comment below, John, cue up the StreamYard.
Takes one simple click.
It was nice that he talked about Ray, a little bit here.
Uh-oh. We're about halfway through right here. I still can't get over Ewan's hair.
Wow, you actually had the cojones to ask Vivian if she knew who AC/DC was?
Well, yeah, that's my kind of deal. It's like, do you like that band? Name 3 songs. Go.
And not the ones that are on the radio.
I don't even care. I mean, if they can give me 3 songs that are... No, children can't do that.
That's the classic, like, grumpy old, like,
exactly.
fan, like, meme thing.
Name 3 songs.
But I feel the same way. It's like...
So, I
wouldn't rock a shirt of somebody that I didn't have a connection with. Anyway.
So I got this last week. I'm at work and I'm wearing a Metallica and Justice for All t-shirt, and it's like all over print. So the kids, the 5th graders at my school, pulled the grumpy old man on me. They're like, "Oh yeah, nice shirt, nice band. Name some of their songs." It's like, and I don't know if they said name 2 songs or 1, or it's like, I'll give you 10 without thinking. And they're like, no.
Name all their albums and name this and that.
Yeah, I can like give you the name, and
I have a.
And they're like, here's some stuff that you'll only hear on the live album from Garage Incorporated.
And what? This B-side.
They're like, if you really want to hear some funky Metallica, is you want to listen to them sing Whiskey in the Jar. And they're like, what? Yes.
My preferred Metallica cover song is their version of Stone Cold Crazy by Queen. It was on a compilation album. It's a great version of that song if you ever get a chance to hear it.
Nice. That may be one that I have not heard.
It's a great rendition. It's a lot faster than the original. It kind of has old school Metallica vibes because of that, but it is it's like my favorite cover by them. And I'm a big Metallica fan.
Very cool.
Get to see him at Power Trip in
You're going
October.
to both shows, right?
I get to see him in August at SoFi. I forgot about that. 2 shows at SoFi at the end of August. Pantera's opening the first with I think Mammoth. So I've seen Mammoth before. Wolfgang's a great musician, sings really good. I mean, he can shred his dad's stuff. It's amazing. But
well, if you watch him from the Taylor Hawkins show,
I might miss the opening acts. I mean, that he was just like free to do what he wanted, and he killed it. But yeah, the second night, the Sunday show for Metallica, because it's a Friday and a Sunday, the 2 show things with different set lists, which is really cool because I've seen them many times, and a lot of the songs, the core songs, I've seen dozens and dozens of times.
right.
But yeah, second night lineup for the openers is not quite the same or as intriguing to me, so I may spend time at the Sizzler down the block instead of at SoFi while they're on.
Oh, there you go. Blake's like, yes, he did do it.
Wait,
and she's like, oh, she just liked the shirt, and her mom had one. You have to wear it. It's like that's the year-old response right there. It's like, I just liked it because my mom has one.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Emulating mom. Oh, here comes.
Oh, his big bad Vader.
Whenever I see him lit up, especially like he's lit up in this show, it always takes me back to the hallway scene in Rogue One where he wasn't lit up, and everybody's like, he turned his lights off.
Yep.
And he came in at him and then revealed himself
drama
as a saber.
Now, I love the little facial eye acting, the little, like, you see the fear with Ewan the first time he sees that.
Right. Yeah, he's not eager to go out there, that's for sure.
It's like that meme, Jeff. It's like, oh, so that's what that.
Go ahead.
He's like, oh, that's what that button does. Oh, I can put a silent mode on? Like.
Well, and he's just here illustrating the level of just, I am just evil.
Yeah, and
I'm just gonna like force choke and torture these random randos from the side of the road.
The level that Ewan's at in this part of the show, I mean, this show is far from perfect, but it's got some amazing sort of stuff that bridges things we've only seen previously. But the way his character develops through this show is really actually quite cool, I think.
Well, and it's such a departure from where we've seen the
either
confident Obi-Wan before. He's not the resigned Obi-Wan that Alec Guinness is. It's just like, yes, I am here. This is truly frightened.
Yeah, like he's not sure of himself here. He's not like that confident kind of Jedi that he was in the Clone Wars or in Revenge of the Sith. This shirt is 18 years old, by the way.
Ooh.
Like, where's Hunter to compliment me on my laundry skills? It's because I have 9 billion Star Wars shirts and it gets lost in the mix. So it doesn't get washed all that often, or worn all that often. It gets washed when it gets worn. Yeah, it's still good.
So I don't remember. I haven't viewed the show in a while, and that exact clip. Did Obi-Wan know that was Anakin at that point? He did, didn't he? Or did he?
Did, because Reva actually
she gave that away, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the kind of thing that's interesting, is he still shows that level of fear of Vader knowing it's Anakin.
Right.
Well, you know how things in Star Wars happen like the day before and have no time to process it? That was the same thing.
I love how conscious of the microphone Vivian is. She's put it down like in her lap, and then she remembered obviously to pick it up before she had to reply. Or it'd be like, you'd think he'd just be like, start talking.
She is so articulate.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that kind of a grasp of the whole Star Wars thing as well is, yeah, it's the next level of articulate.
Yeah, is not just expressing what a kid would see, but she's seeing it beyond that.
Very much. The dogs don't like this scene.
What's up, Bryce? How's it going?
So trippy with the underwater stuff.
Give Vivian her own show. Yes.
Didn't we say that a minute ago?
That is the new hashtag. Make that trend, people. Let's go. Blake's saying, have you seen the video where it's like, if the Obi-Wan show was released in early 2000 and it got that upbeat music and Ewan does a closing monologue? I have not seen that, but that sounds like a thing, or it sounds like another thing where you could do like, you know, the Ewan and Vivian like Father Knows Best show or something. Make it must-see TV.
Ben Kenobi can't lose.
There you go. See, that would have been a thing. Is Moses at this panel would have been a really good addition.
Yeah, she would have been fantastic.
Maybe she got two stomachs.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, all these people are aliens. Is, you know, it's stabby, but my heart is like here or over here. You don't know.
Just don't cut that limb off. That's why everybody goes for limb.
It's a chest on the Flying Dutchman.
Yes, exactly. That is where their heart is.
Put her in a jar with some sand and run around. Oh wait, we already watched that.
Put it in sand.
He will never find it.
You wouldn't want to go anywhere near it.
Exactly. So Pete Davidson played Mirage in Transformers.
Spoiler alert.
You're not selling it.
That was probably my favorite part, except for it wore a little thin after a while. But the fact that I was like, wait a second, that's Pete Davidson.
Oh, no.
Like, okay.
No.
He's like a main character.
No.
I did like that it wasn't, you know, Wahlberg or whoever as the lead.
Yeah, but
it should have been Shia.
Yeah, bring back Shia.
The lead is supposed to be Optimus, and he's not supposed to have any freaking flames on the cab.
Yeah, the truck version they used for his transformed version didn't look familiar to me. It looked like a weird variation. But I liked Optimus Primal a lot, and all the other Maximals or whatever they're called.
Yeah, see, original Beast Wars, I respected the CGI and those computer graphics at the time.
Yeah, it was kind of ahead of its time at that point.
But it was
For
like
the 90s or whatever.
It was the point where I wasn't really still following and watching the Transformers cartoons. I'd like moved on to something else, but I really respected that kind of style. I'd look at that and go, hey, this is
that was something that, like, if I was flipping channels, that's where I would stop, because I did like it. Like you said, I liked the graphics quality, and everything was fluid and well done. But it wasn't, it'd be a show that I'd watch just because there wasn't anything else on or something. But I was never really into the Transformers.
I was really into the Transformers.
You like other properties too.
Well, it was all kind of the same kind of thing. It was that perfect storm of time where Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joe, it was in kind of that Star Wars break, is like after 83 and stuff, is you've got Transformers, and you've got Ghostbusters, and you've got G.I. Joe, and you've got Silverhawks, and you've got Thundercats, and you've got, there's a huge kind of time there.
So
I heard amazing things about the no pun intended, about Spider-Man. I do need to check that out.
Spider-Man's fun. It's visually stunning. They upped the game from previous movie.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the graphics and how different parts of it are.
So much of it is so different. It's like they move through many different styles of visuals, which I thought was really cool. And then there's like some news article that I saw today that some 14-year-old kid who had replicated the trailer in Lego got the job to actually animate a scene in the movie. Spoiler alert of the multiverse, they show a scene in Lego.
That's cool.
Which that's pretty hardcore, 14-year-old. But yeah, the movie is all over the place, but it's a lot of fun. Oscar Isaac, he's a main character, so cool. I saw something today that said he was the first actor to play three characters or four?
Three Marvel characters.
Three Marvels, yeah. So
yeah, that picture of three different characters.
Eucalyptus, Moon Boy, and Spider Guy. That's them. Those are official canon names. So
that's one I got to go and I need to check that out. I probably need to see that and see it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, having that giant kind of amazing color palette right in your face is a different experience than if you're gonna watch it at home or something. But it was great. I enjoyed that way more than I enjoyed Transformers. But go see the machine. If you haven't seen it,
it is like three different people in movie.
You get personalities. That's great.
Yeah, he is all over the place in Moon Knight. He does do a pretty good job of representing those other characters as complete different characters.
Okay,
which is pretty cool.
And why can't Ewan afford pants that fit?
It's the style. It was the style at the time. He wore an onion on his belt because it was the style at the time. Yeah, I'm not into the high water capri style pant thing ever.
I was just thinking that, yeah, the high socks.
That's fine, but
see, this is a good fight.
The visuals on this show. They did.
The only thing I didn't like about this fight,
locations are questionable, and the interactions, but like these visuals, just
we don't acknowledge that movie.
What's he saying?
The thing I didn't like about this fight was the way that the angle of way Obi-Wan slashed the helmet.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm just loving the fact that a lot of the things here really appear to be elements from that re-edited Death Star duel, the real force push and the slide. And,
like borrowed from that the choreography. Right. Whoever did that updated version of the fight to make it more along the lines of how they would probably truly fight, considering where they've gone and come from and led and gone to. It's definitely it borrowed, kind of almost obviously from that, but I'm sure they have lots of different influences. But it's funny how they almost completely ripped off a previous scene where Ahsoka chopped his helmet.
It's the other side.
The amount of damage to that helmet would have cut his head open.
It's the Force. It's not how.
Jar Jar, I'm sorry.
He had a force migraine that kept the blade from hitting him. I love the lighting though. It's so cool.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so subtle.
Well, and this is I think the thing you get from being able to use real sabers.
What was it? The first time they did that was in like episode 2 or something. I think even then they had to have them like connect to a power supply. But it gave that true lighting effect.
Yeah, instead of using a fiberglass rod and doing the whole thing in post.
Exactly. Like that picture I posted in the happy hour graphic on Tuesday was an obvious Photoshop of the lightsabers, because the ones in the image looked like they were like legacy sabers from Doc Ondar's, because the blades were so perfect. Whereas in the actual show, the movie, they had those weird, they were more like pointy, and like if you turned them, they got really thin, so you wouldn't get quite the same look, and they were a lot pointier for sure. That's why I appreciate when people, especially in animation, when they make the blades pointier than they are kind of rounded at the tip, sort of more accurate. Although a saber made of light can be, however, I don't know. It's amazing how much of the show they're showing right here.
Well, I mean, it's been all gone and done for this.
It's a year out. Yeah. Well, it was at this point. It was what? It was.
Yeah.
11.
It's not
10 and a half.
It's not like you guys were at the premiere or anything.
Hayden. Was it Hayden, Rupert, and I don't remember. I don't think. Anyways, Hayden and Rupert definitely walked by me where I was standing or sitting while I was standing right before the show started to get to their seats, because I posted a video of it. I wish I would have got more advance notice that they were coming at me though, so I could have got better video, but whatever. So that's when I
next time
better photo.
Jeff, and let him know.
Yeah, I need advance notice. I got to be prepped, ready to go, get the right angle, get everything queued up.
Does Hayden have rubber bands on his wrist?
Well, that's what I was looking at. I don't think it's rubber band. I don't know. I can't tell.
Some sort of.
But I mean, he is. I mean, the hat bugs me. He's way more put together than Ewan in this. It's like, wait. It's like you're wearing a hat with a suit.
I think he's
doing.
I
was going to say that the outfit he's got on with the hat detracts. But the hat might go better with Ewan's and actually cover up that funky hair.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like I know he wears like the baseball cap with a really long bill all the time. I don't know. It's like, get a fedora or something.
Vivian would look really cute in that hat right now.
Yeah, see,
I think Hayden wants to be in a Marvel movie, so he's doing his cosplay of Kevin Feige.
He does kind of look like Kevin Feige. I could play Kevin, the real life Kevin. The next property.
Okay, who would Hayden be in the MCU? Who would you cast Hayden as in the MCU?
That's a good question. Starman.
The Thing.
Elastic Man. Is he in the MCU?
I don't know that I'm overly buying that because I think Michael Chiklis is the definitive thing.
Yeah, you need a bulkier guy anyways. Who do you think they're going to get for the new one that's in the pipeline?
Okay, well, if they play the way they play every freaking thing, it'll be The Rock, but that
that would suck.
Yes.
Yes, but it'll be a CGI from the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
But you know what they wouldn't do? They've already wasted this one. It would have been a good one. Would be Batista. Batista would be a heck of a thing. But
he's not into that anymore.
He's probably going to follow James Gunn to DC.
Yeah.
But also, he's not keeping up that giant physique anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be somebody who's like all made up. No.
Well, he doesn't want to have his shirt off all the time either. But if he was in the thing, whatever that outfit was, wouldn't be his shirt off. It would be him trying to represent. They could put a lot of padding into that. So, anyways, this is amazing. These scenes with Ewan and Vivian. And seeing Alderaan
he said he wanted to play Bane, so
that would be interesting.
Batista would be a good Bane.
It'd be more like comic book version of Bane.
Well, yes, but he would still.
They tried that, didn't they?
Batista is too much of a Bane and too much of a villain for Pattinson. It's too much.
Right.
Because
we overkill.
You'd get it just like boop, boop, you're dead. It's not believable enough. May the Force be with you.
He'd be like Bane from Batman Forever. I mean, Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Yeah, that truly like a weird comic book version.
But well, that was kind of the Batman. Oh, was it really kind of the Batman the animated series version of Bane? Maybe. I don't know. But
yeah.
No, Hayden in the MCU. I don't know. I mean, he could be an old Johnny Storm. You know.
Need some new characters, somebody they haven't done yet in the movies. So how many times have they done the Fantastic Four?
With that mustache, he could either
at least 2 iterations.
3 times. It's gonna be the 3rd time they're trying.
This new one, yeah. 3rd time's a
well,
charm.
It depends on if you want to count the multiverse version with what's his face when they just show old Reed Richards.
Oh, right.
Right.
Well, John Krasinski's dead as Reed Richards.
Well, but the multiverse, you can do anything you want to.
Yeah. I can have him come back and or other
Star Wars Marvel crossover and that stock. he is Vader in the MCU. I like that. That's a good concept. I like the way you think. Like,
that would be pretty funny.
Well, the Star Wars equivalent of the multiverse is the War Between Worlds.
Well, it is, and we'll see. And I think there'll be a lot of talk in the Summer of Snips about how that is going to affect or potentially affect the Ahsoka show. Is that you do open yourself for the potential of the Star Wars multiverse in there, and whether they'll use it that way or whether they'll use it as like the Star Trek time travel portal kind of thing, that world. And you use it as time travel as opposed to multiverse, you know, it could go either way.
Well, this is wrapping up here. It would have been cool if they could have had a few more key actors.
Yeah.
Like Moses and Elani.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Rupert, whoever.
Yeah.
I think Moses would have been the best addition.
Moses, I think, would have been very highly appropriate. And what do you think? Well, I mean, writers strike, actors strike or not, do you want to see more Obi-Wan? I want to see more Obi-Wan. Completely.
They implied it was a limited series as opposed to, or limited whatever, as opposed to a actual series or something like that. I forget what the wording was. That it was one and done.
We want more of this.
The Baru crew.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a good panel. I like that. Well, I enjoyed seeing that.
Definitely. Again, there could have been a lot more.
A lot of fun, but also.
Okay, this is really.
I just want to remind you all that we have.
Okay, I got to say this. This is really meta. It brought up as the after that panel show. It brought up our panel. So I'm watching me talking about me on me. Over it is, and I can hear myself on like a 3-second delay. That is the new suggested one.
Wacky.
That's crazy.
But we're done.
Okay, I'm closing that because that's really creeping me out. But anyway, sorry, I digress.
Well, that was a good panel, even though I didn't pay much attention to it.
Absolutely wonderful panel, but very excited about what's going on because, as we mentioned before, that on the 12th, which is this coming Monday, we are going to Summer Snips. We'll be releasing a schedule, hopefully over the weekend, of showing what's going to be happening over the next couple months. It's the White Hot Ahsoka Summer, Dave.
That's the Summer of Snips right there.
But I'm very excited about that. And then we have a whole bunch of other programming going on. Like, for example, this coming Sunday, we have the Unifying Force, which will be with Dave, Gio, and Kat. So please make sure that you take a look and watch that one. And then Monday, kicking off the Summer of Snips, we have Rebels Revisited with MVO and Ashley. It's going to be a great show. And then next week, which is going to be a first time for me, we are watching the Clone Wars movie here on the Virtual Cantina Watch-Along.
That's going to be a treat.
Nervous about that one. That's lie.
It's going to be a treat for you. So are you gonna watch beforehand, or are you gonna watch live with us?
I'm gonna watch live with you all.
Nice.
There you go.
I will wait.
But don't forget, in between that and now and then,
I'll be like our buddy.
Go ahead.
I'll be like Rich and wait to watch it and be like, "What the hell am I watching?" So
that was fun. But anyways, don't forget the Daughters of the Galaxy next Wednesday. We'll be focusing on.
That will be the Wednesday after. It's every other.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks from now. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm getting all hyped about that show because it was so much fun last night.
It really was.
But they are a bi-monthly show, so yeah. But the following week, I'm sure they'll announce it. I'll let them actually announce it. So never mind. Getting ahead of myself.
Yes, have some. Speaking of yes, have some. Speaking of yes, have some. Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Yes.
Happy
those all who are
Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters
Day.
fans.
That may be what I go watch now. I may have to go do that.
But yes, so we got all that great stuff going on. But don't forget, there's a big sale up on TeePublic going on right now. So please check out there. Take a look at all of our incredible merchandise that we have there, including our Pride lineup, which is really cool. Really, really, really good stuff over there, as well as our baseball jersey, which is available on our Facebook page. So please take a look at that. And just there you go. I like it a lot. I really appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. Thank you very much. Are you having ribs?
Dave's over there.
Yes.
No,
so
Dave
very,
was
very
sitting
excited.
there. Okay, when I switched to this, and just peeking out the side, that was what was. I was losing it.
Gotta have those graphics in the right
all that
form factor, son.
Well, I might have just thrown this in together at the last second.
Yep, it works.
So how likely do we think Ewan's going to do other cons in the United States? Well, he's doing New York Comic Con this year. He's the headliner. So there's one.
Or a headliner. New York Comic Con is crazy, and there's multiple headliners. You and Chris Evans.
And Chris Evans, though. Yeah. You got America's Ass and Tatooine's mullet. I don't know. Whatever.
Interesting.
Anyway, who comes out tonight? Jeff, you want to say anything?
Good panel. Look back on Obi-Wan. I didn't pay much attention, but it's always fun to hear Ewan, talking about whatever he's doing, and Vivian's amazing. So, that makes it definitely worth watching.
Absolutely.
And you're
Dave.
lagging.
Yeah, I was excited to watch this whole panel. I hadn't seen the whole thing before. I'd seen pieces and parts of it,
right?
But completely the Vivian Lyra Blair show is that's going to be a really. I wait for the time when I can meet her in person. I've met little Luke. I've met little Andor. Have not met little Leia yet, so that's going to be. This excites me further for that.
Cool.
Dave needs to come to Fan Expo Boston with Skip to meet her.
Maybe.
Skip is actually considering coming up for Boston. So we will see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being a member of our group, almost 60,000 members worldwide and growing. We are your Virtual Cantina Network. So from Dave and Jeff, this is Spencer saying May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.